After the emotional gut punch of episode 5, Last Dance, fans of The Summer I Turned Pretty are bracing themselves for what's next. With the story now steeped in Conrad's perspective and Belly inching closer to marrying Jeremiah, episode 6 is shaping up to be a breaking point. Emotions are simmering, truths are buried, and the love triangle has never felt tighter. Here are the most likely and most heartbreaking theories for episode 6.
After a full episode of inner turmoil, quiet yearning, and suppressed love, it feels almost inevitable that Conrad will finally let everything out. Episode 5 showed us his emotional wreckage, haunted by flashbacks, struggling with Susanna's memory, and breaking a little each time he sees Belly with Jeremiah. But it also revealed something else. Conrad can't keep pretending. The cracks in his stoic facade are widening, and his pain is spilling through. Whether it's a heartfelt conversation or a heated, emotional moment, episode 6 could be the one where he finally tells Belly the truth. It may not be a dramatic choose me speech, more likely something raw and sincere, like admitting he never stopped loving her or regretting pushing her away. Even if he doesn't expect her to change her mind, he needs to say it, for her and for himself. Belly's doubts have been building all season, but episode 5 made them impossible to ignore. Jeremiah brushes off her concerns about the wedding cake and venue, while Conrad quietly shows up whenever she needs someone. The contrast between the brothers couldn't be clearer. Episode 6 may push Belly into truly reconsidering the wedding. That doesn't mean she'll run back to Conrad right away. More likely, she'll be overwhelmed by confusion, guilt, and a rush of emotions. She'll start questioning if she's rushing things with Jeremiah, if she's truly over Conrad, and whether this wedding is about love or just holding on to something safe. She may turn to Taylor, Laurel, or Steven for guidance, but ultimately, she'll have to look inward and ask herself what she really wants. Adam's insistence on hosting the wedding at his country club instead of the beloved beach house is more than just a venue change. It's symbolic. For Belly, the beach house is where her deepest connections and summer memories live. Moving the wedding strips away the emotional heart of her journey. Expect this conflict to escalate in episode 6. Laurel may speak up. Taylor or Steven might chime in. Belly will start to feel like the wedding is becoming someone else's vision, one that doesn't reflect who she is. This could lead her to put the wedding on pause, not to end it, but to give herself time to breathe. And in that space, the door to something more honest with Conrad could finally open. Jeremiah's smile has always been his armor, but in episode 5, we saw it start to crack. He senses something is shifting. Belly feels distant, Conrad is always nearby, and while he hasn't said it out loud, the pressure is mounting. Episode 6 might bring that insecurity to the surface. He could confront Conrad or Belly, and it might not be pretty. For Jeremiah, this wedding was supposed to prove he wasn't the second choice. But love can't survive if it's built on fear, and he's starting to realize that. Whether he lashes out or pulls away, the tension between him and Conrad is bound to explode, and the fallout could change everything. Conrad's choices are still driven by the promise he made to his mother to take care of Jeremiah, and it's tearing him apart. Episode 6 may show more flashbacks to Susanna's final days, giving him clarity. She wanted both of them to be happy, not trapped in guilt. These memories could also impact Belly. A letter, a journal, or even a lost photo from Susanna might resurface, forcing Belly to question whether the wedding truly reflects her heart. Such a discovery could completely shift the emotional balance. Meanwhile, the slow burn chemistry between Steven and Denise might finally spark. Episode 5 gave us playful banter, lingering glances, and even Jeremiah teasing Steven about her. In episode 6, they could share a sweet moment, a kiss, or an honest conversation.
This subplot might act as a lighter romantic counterbalance to the main triangle, and could also mirror Belly's struggle, showing that feelings don't vanish just because you ignore them. The most likely outcome? The wedding plans hit a wall. Belly may not cancel outright, but she could ask to slow things down, citing stress, pressure from Adam, or simply needing space. Jeremiah won't take this well. He may feel betrayed, but for Belly, it could mark the start of making choices for herself based on what she truly feels. Don't be surprised if episode 6 ends with the game-changing moment. Conrad finally confessing his feelings, Belly breaking down in confusion, Jeremiah witnessing a tender moment between them, or Belly returning alone to the beach, caught between two futures. Whatever happens, expect high emotional stakes and no easy answers. Episode 6 isn't just a continuation of Conrad's POV, it's the emotional climax the season has been building toward. This love triangle has evolved beyond teenage drama into something deeper, rooted in loss, loyalty, growth, and the weight of unspoken truths. Conrad, Belly, and Jeremiah aren't just figuring out who they love, they're figuring out who they are without losing each other in the process. When the sun sets over Cousins Beach again, someone's heart will break, and someone else's might begin to heal. Whether it ends in tears, confessions, or clarity, one thing is certain: the summer that changed everything is far from over.